Hello friends, Zavalar here, and welcome back to the Warframe playground. As you guys know, I love playing around with weapons. I really enjoy playing around with this stuff. But today I got something new. Hey, this is a weapon. I don't I don't have any memory of playing around with this weapon, but I got the Coda variant, and I leveled up this thing, got a build on it. It's a zero forma build, and I wanted to showcase it in the playground. And, yeah, so the weapon the weapon I'm using for this video is going to be the Coda Hirudo. Okay, so we have Hirudo itself, but now we have the better version, the Coda Hirudo. In comparison, we are looking at increased crit chance, crit multiplier, stat chance, and damage. So you're kind of just looking at improved damage, improved stats across the board, excuse me. And then you rip and shred your enemies to pieces with the Coda Hirudo. That's literally all the description says. Now, if we take a look at the build here, you're going to notice something instantly. Unique trait, Invigorated. The Coda Hirudo has a special mechanic. Critical hits have 5% lifesteal. And this second part, I don't think the base Hirudo has this part. I think this is exclusive to Coda Hirudo. Increase your max health by 5% for 15 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. So get that right. Crit hits have 5% lifesteal and increase your max health. That's pretty jacked when you think about it. So, oh, and Hirudo is pretty much built for crits. It has a base crit chance of 34%, so you're going to have no problem critting with this thing. It's a monster. So stance mod, as usual, doesn't really matter. Just kind of run whatever you want to. If you want to put in a forma to get Grim Fury, then that's fine. I'm just running Brutal Tide because it was compatible with Zero Forma. So, as for the build, we have Galvanized Steel, crit chance and crit damage, Gladiator Might for crit damage, also a little bit of combo scaling, but we don't really care too much about the combo scaling. But the idea was that at max combo, I'd be just over 100% crit chance, which with Galvanized Steel putting me up to 71.4% crit chance, having a base crit chance of 34%. This would be roughly 37.4% extra crit chance, so 108 crit chance. And to that end, we have Melee Duplicate. When you land a base critical hit, this is a yellow crit, not orange, not red, not anything else. A yellow crit hit for purposes of this video, that's going to be pink. But on a base crit hit, it's a 100% chance for your attack to strike a second time. Basically, it's like you're punching an enemy with 2 fists instead of 1. All right, you're double fisting them. Okay, I'm not gonna. I should stop talking sometimes. Jokes aside, so we have Prime Pressure Point for some damage. We have Virulent Scourge and Voltaic Strike. Toxin and Electricity will make corrosive damage. Corrosive status reduces enemy armor, making them take more damage, assuming they have armor. Vicious Frost for cold damage. Cold status slows enemies down, makes them take increased crit damage. We have Magnetic Rush for magnetic and the attack speed. Magnetic status makes enemies take more damage to shields and overguard. and then finally quickening for some attack speed. So, that's the build. We're jacking up our Coda Hirudo with a bajillion damage types, crit damage, crit chance, and attack speed. Oh wait, there's a slight modding discrepancy here. Alright. So, there we go. I just saved myself one mod capacity, potentially. Either way. So, as you can see here, Coda Hirudo also has a valence bonus. And it also has impact, puncture, and slash. So, we're looking at 7 damage types on one weapon. 7. Man, this thing has 7. This thing has 7 damage types? What the hell? What in the... Dude, look, no, take a look at this, though. Alright, we got magnetic, we got radiation, we got slash, corrosive, cold, puncture, and impact. That's fucking nutty. Of course, we'll barely see any slash or impact, but we're still looking at a stupid amount of status effects, man. Like, this is gonna be the most loaded weapon. I think this is gonna be the most loaded weapon so far that I've showcased on this channel. And just the sheer amount of raw damage types that we're able to use. Right, we're looking at 7. I don't think any other weapon has shown that so far. And for the purposes of this video, I'm going to spawn in the Twin this time, so we can have 2 punchy boys just punching it up. Alright. And here's how you use the Coda Hirudo, alright? And get this is revolutionary information. You just punch them, alright? That's all you do, you just punch. If you want to use Tennokai, you can sure as hell use Tennokai, but for the purposes of this build, you're just auto-attacking. All you need to do, just auto-attack, and you'll be fine. And as you can see, I mean, we're having no problem just tearing it up. Dude, this is a tiny ass bug, and it's like, I swear, just tried to fly out my nose. Annoying. But I mean, you can see we're having no problem dealing damage. We don't even have condition overload, alright? That's the best part. That said, I think condition overload would probably outperform prime pressure point, but it clearly doesn't matter. And you can see, we don't need to worry, you know, in most of these showcases, you've probably noticed, you know, if you've watched some of my previous weapon videos, you've probably noticed, I have generally had to use Lunar Eclipse or, you know, use Cloud Walker to heal myself, if not both. Yeah, this time, no, none of that's necessary. Simply because, yeah, it turns out 5% lifesteal on an attack dealing 4,000 damage? You're healing 200 health from that. Okay, like, and I'm attacking pretty quick, so yeah, we got no problem surviving here. Like, the fact of the matter is, the enemy cannot hurt me. Or they can. Well, let me put it this way. They can hurt me, but it ain't gonna do jack doodly squat. Yeah, this is all you do with the Coda Hirudo. You just punch things, and it's clearly doing freaking great. You know, I mean, we might have to use a life support capsule if we might not even have to use a life support capsule. Let me try a different combo here. This is the blocking while moving forward combo. Oh, that was an early acolyte. God damn. We're not even at the 3-minute mark, dude. Chill out. Wait, hold on. We gotta see how well the acolyte dies here. Oh, holy shit. Holy shit, man. I don't even think the twin was attacking him. That was just me. Holy shit. The acolyte's already dead. Wow. Dude, this weapon is honestly really impressive so far. I don't quite know where it would place in a theoretical tier list of weapons, but for this performance alone, I'd be willing to rank it real high. Like, this is just great. And all you do with this weapon is just punish things. You know, this is a great. It's honestly, I would say it honestly has already become one of my favorite melee. Did you guys see that? Okay, I just took that Blitz Aximus blast head on. It knocked out most of my life, and I was just watching. I just regenerated all of that lost health in like 2 hits. Like, this weapon is freaking nutty. Even the sentients aren't really doing much to me, man. So, I mean, seriously, man, if you love health tanking, like I do, if you just love being able to take a hit and health tank, dude, get Coda Hirudo. It is so good for your health tanking purposes. Like, if this doesn't convince you to get Coda Hirudo, I don't know what, you know. And, you know, Drax dudes, no problem. No problem. We just knocked him down too. God damn, dude. This thing is a beast. Okay. Yeah, that was great. This thing's a beast. Alright. And while I extract here, if you guys like the video, well, if you guys appreciate the research like I do, feel free to like the video and sub to the page. I'm going to be trying to come out with more of these videos. More of these Coda weapons. And if you guys, you know, if you no longer appreciate the research, if you just don't like what I'm doing, if you think my builds are doo-doo fart, you can always unsub whenever you want. You know, liking and subbing is free, helps the channel, and you can unsub whenever you want if you don't appreciate the build, if you think it's doo-doo in the end. That said, yeah. That was Coda Hirudo, I guess. That was far more impressive than I thought it would be. Like, I did a little bit of field testing prior to this video, so I knew it was going to be strong, but damn, that was strong. Anyway, yep, see ya.